Thanks very much, Alana. We've had a healthy debate during your segment about which island is the best island in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And we are joined by the advocate himself for Long Island, the Member of Parliament, Mr. Adrian Gibson. We're going to be talking about all things Long Island and, of course, the Long Island Business Outlook, which is happening this week, Thursday. Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Pleasure. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time.
Listen, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, congratulations on winning the job. And then, of course, you're also chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation. You got your hands full.
Yeah. Need an additional hand, actually.
You need additional. Well, listen, I can tell you what, we're going to be watching you on Bahamas at Sunrise. We're going to start a little gray tracker. We see 2 patches right there. We're going to check that on an annual basis to see how, maybe the Obama effect in 5 years.
Right.
So listen, you're a Long Islander, of course, and I love the commercial with, the Ministry of Tourism.
Thank you.
And of course, Long Island, I mean, it's really one of the better islands and better constituencies in the Bahamas.
I like to tell people Long Island is the best island in the Bahamas, notwithstanding our challenges.
Yeah.
As you know, we do have some economic challenges, some infrastructural challenges and needs that must be addressed. I am hoping, given this season in government,
right,
and the fact that I will be advocating fearlessly that we finally get that international airport that we so desperately need to jumpstart the economy down there, and of course extend the water means to where it needs to be, and whether that means borrowing the funds to do so, etc. Those are all avenues that could be explored. With respect to the airport, I have already told the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, look, if the government doesn't have the money, let's look at other options. For example, issuing a bond at 5% coupon, or making a public offering. Let's say there's a public offering now to support that airport. I can guarantee you Long Island is based in Nassau, in Long Island and throughout the islands and elsewhere, would oversubscribe that in a week. In a week. So I just want the government to kind of think outside the box. PPPs work, public-private partnerships. I think it's the point in this day and time to embrace public-private partnerships, especially when it comes to infrastructural development of the outer islands.
How do the people in the Long Islanders themselves feel about, I mean, you've been very vocal, obviously, about, the things that you'd want to see happening in Long Island, of course, fully backed by the community. Yeah. The people of Long Island feel neglected. They've felt neglected for a number of years now, given that there were many promises made and not fulfilled, from better health care to better roads, to definitely the airport, to addressing the water needs throughout the island. And so people are a bit on edge. And so this time we must ensure that Long Island gets this airport and certainly this water. Those are priority issues for me. I think those 2 are the big issues for Long Island. I think those 2 would spur investment in Long Island, and with investment you have people coming back home, you have new development on the island itself. The island is currently depopulating, and what Hurricane Joaquin did was set the island back even more, because when people lost their homes and or lost their businesses, there were less jobs and people had to relocate. So if those things can be achieved, we would see Long Island take off. And Long Islanders are the kind of people where if you give them the opportunity, they'll take it from there. Just put the opportunity there for them to be able to walk through. That's it.
Yeah,
they'll
take it from there.
Well, Long Island has also been in the news recently. I would have seen where there was an oil spill. I mean, do you have an update on that and the impact that it might have had?
Presently, the Ministry of Transport and the Ministry of the Environment are supposed to be coordinating to have the debris removed from where it is. I know that there were some efforts to begin the cleanup. It was a very unfortunate incident where some 37,500 gallons of diesel went into the water. There was obviously some delay with government agencies responding quickly, and hopefully that is a learning experience going forward that are in the ire of Long Island people. And to be quite honest, there are persons who remain upset about the response, but nonetheless, efforts are being made to address the situation by transport and environment.
So Business Outlook, Long Island Business Outlook is this week, Thursday. You, of course, are one of the headline speakers.
I get a feeling I have an idea what you're going to be talking about already, but in addition to those two main points, you know, what else do you think really should be highlighted at the conference?
The economy, really, the local economy, which is somewhat stagnant. Ways to boost the local economy, ways to increase employment. You see, in Long Island, part of the issue is not really unemployment. That's one issue. But the greatest issue, I think, when it comes to the economy is underemployment. Underemployment, because that person might be working a day or two here and there, catching a job, but because there is no economy, no businesses, no new money coming into the economy because of the lack of the airport, everything is stagnant. You see, so I think talking about economic ventures, how to improve, etc., would be beneficial. Obviously, I'm going to be discussing water and trying to extend the water means in Long Island, and you know, addressing some other concerns that fall in my purview as the MP.
And of course, you're inviting everybody to come on out, whether they are on Long Island or on New Providence.
Definitely, come on down, bring some of that money to Long Island. We need it. The hotels need it. The car rentals need it. The restaurants, etc. So I look forward to that.
Absolutely. What's your grand vision? You know, what would you expect to see at the end of, you know, the 5-year terms of engagement that you have for this job as Member of Parliament?
I want to see an economic turnaround. I think the socio-economic impact would be long-lasting, and it would impact so many lives. That's what I'd really like to see.
Absolutely. And in terms of the young people that you get, I mean, you're obviously still very young yourself, but in terms of the outlook for the young people on Long Island, I mean, you know, we have a lot of young Long Islanders who are not on Long Island.
I'd like to see them return home. I'd like to see them contribute to the local economy, but they have to have a reason for returning home. And we must create those avenues and those reasons for the young Long Islanders to feel the need to return, because every year we graduate a number of students and they all depart, coming to Nassau or elsewhere.
Well, excellent. Adrian.
Pleasure, man.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure, Philip.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you, man.
Long Island Business Outlook happening this Thursday. Of course, you can contact the councilors for more information on that. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.